I just sold this entire lot of 52 Nancy Drew, I made a rhyme, mystery stories. Here's the first one, The Secret of the Old Clock. And these have ISBNs, barcodes. I believe they came out in the late 80s, but originally, of course, they're from the 30s, 1930s. So there are older copies of these, which also go for good money. So there's actually 56 in the entire set. Let's see if I can pull them out. Yes, on the bottom there, it goes up to 56. Now, I'm missing 4 of them, so it's not a complete set, but it's almost the entire set. So 52 of 56 of these Nancy Drew mysteries. So I sold this lot, which is 52 books, and I'm going to ship it out in this box, this Target box here. I sold it for, you ready? Now, not only how much I sold it for, but I sold it really quickly. Today is Wednesday, December 13th, 2023, and I listed this yesterday, the 12th, and it sold yesterday. So it actually sold within, I don't know, a few hours or so, and there were no offers. I was taking offers, but no offers. The person just bought it for the price, and it sold for $174.99. So I've never had this many of these Nancy Drews, but it turns out if you have anywhere near the entire set, you can sell for really good money. And again, well, not again, but yeah, I guess again, it's something I talk about a lot, is doing your research. Make sure you do your research. So always look up on eBay, look up the comps, look up and see what has sold already, what is currently selling. Considering that I had 52 of them, and I didn't know when I got them how many there were in the set, but figuring out that have some that have sold on eBay for the complete set. I found one. They claimed it was new. They were new. I don't know. They didn't look new, but they said they were new, and that sold for $200, and that was the complete set. And there were some other people. I believe there was another one that sold the complete set, but there was a couple others that were close to it. Even ones that were selling the first 20, selling like 40 something of them, and all of them are going for good money. So you can apply this to book sets. You can apply this to CD or DVD sets, or a series, or some sort of collection. If you have the entire set, the entire collection, also TV shows, if you have the entire complete series, on DVD or Blu-ray, also you can get top dollar. So it's the same thing for books. There's many, many, many book series out there, thousands and thousands, and maybe even more than that. Whether it's kids books or young adult or nonfiction or fiction, if you have the entire series or really close to it, you don't always have to have the whole series, but if you have it close to it, especially if there's a lot, like 56, and they're only missing 4, so that means they could buy the other 4 on eBay or whatever to make a complete set, then you can always sell those for really good money. So remember that. Now, this particular group of books came into my store. Someone came into my store this past weekend and had them looking to get rid of them. At that time, when they came in, I wasn't that well versed in them, so I said, well, that I couldn't buy them. They're looking to sell them, but they weren't really high on selling them. They weren't like, looking to make a killing or anything like that. And I didn't really know what to offer, but I just initially saw them and said, oh yeah, I can't buy these, because I've come across a lot of these Nancy Drew books, Hardy Boys books, and I hardly have sold any of them in my store, and I didn't know how big this lot was. I didn't know that they had so many of the complete series. I just figured, oh well, there's probably way more than are here, and I didn't do the research in that moment when they brought it up, and I didn't have the existing knowledge base like I do now. Otherwise I would have offered them some money for it, but they'll probably be back, and I actually I'm thinking to offer them, some trade credit in the store when they come in, because, it's a really nice thing to donate this. So I'm thankful for that. and it sold for great money and it sold really quickly. Those are the two big things, right? You get something in, you photograph it, you list it, you sell it the same day, and you ship it out. And that's really what we all want, right? Is to sell things for a nice profit and quickly. So this is another example of something that's really, you know, a quick seller. It can be this particular series. It can be any other book series or, CDs, DVDs, TV box sets, all that stuff. It's just that, if you have, so there's 56 of them. If I had 10 of them, is it really worth it? I could, but to me, it's not really worth it. If I have 20 of them, especially the first 20, then yeah, I would say it's worth it. That's the other thing, is if there's 56 of them and you have the first 20 or 30, even the first 10, that can be worth potentially some money because people want the first ones, right? People want the complete set, or they want really close to the complete set, or they want the first ones. So, as an example, if you are selling a TV series, right, and there's 8 seasons, and you have the first 5 seasons, definitely sell that. Look it up and see what it's going for, because not every single series, the first seasons are worth it, but a lot of them are, and you don't need all 8 of them. You can just sell, the first 5 and make some money off of that because you have the first 5, and people are happy to start the series, and then maybe they'll buy the rest of it in some other way. But of course, the best is if you have the complete series of anything, the complete set of any type of media. But if you're close, again, if there's 8 seasons, you have the first 7 seasons in a TV show, sell those 7 seasons. Absolutely. You're going to make good money. And typically what happens with that is the last season is the hardest one to find. So that's why if you complete the series, you can sell it for even more. And of course, when it comes to those types of things, DVDs, if they're sealed, even more money. But that's a different video. So, but these are in great condition, as you can see. They're not busted up. They weren't in someone's room. Whoops! They weren't in someone's room getting torn up. And like the spines are great, the edges are great, the pages are all intact and not scribbled on or anything like that. I also have all of these, which were duplicates of the of the ones that I have here of the series, so of the set. So I've got number 45. We'll put them like this. I've got 45. I've got number 10. I've got number 5, number 4, 3, 2. So that's good, right? 1. I've got the first 5, and then I've got 33. Whoops. And then I have some older copies of it. Let's see. You can tell by the cover, it's not glossy like the other ones. See? It's matte, I guess is what they call it. Let's see if this will. This one says 1959, although it has an ISBN, which doesn't make any sense because ISBNs were not out back in the 50s. I don't believe. So, all right, hold on. All right, I put them all together. These are the extras. So these were all duplicates from this set, which is almost a complete set. And this number 12 is kind of mangled, unfortunately. That happens. It looks like a dog got to it. And then these are 36, 37, 38 of the same set, but these are older copies with the matte here versus the glossy one. And these are even older. It doesn't even say Nancy Drew, although they wrote the numbers there, but they're not on the spine. It says here Nancy Drew mystery stories. You open them up and they look different. And it says 1968, but these are older for sure. So there are 19 in total, but is this worth listing? Now, 19's a good amount, but considering that they're not, I do have the first 5, so that's probably a plus to selling this lot. And then I have 10, 11, 12, 13 in a row, although 12 is mangled at the bottom, and then other random ones. So, the question is, will this sell? Not for much. It won't sell for much money. Like, I'd be happy to get 20 to 25 bucks for it, because I know putting it into my store, it's probably not going to sell. So I will do research and see if it's worth it. But that's what I mean, is considering that kind of stuff. When you have almost the entire set, definitely sell it. And look at the prices. Don't say, oh, I'll just sell it for 50 bucks, you know, because then you're going to miss out on a lot of potential profit. People are willing to pay up for it because it's harder to find. When you go on eBay and you look to see how many people have the complete 56 book set, there's going to be very few, if any. And the prices are high. You know, you're looking at over $100, closer to $200. And if you have close to it, even if you have like 40, you're still going to pay 75, 100 bucks. So yeah, so just do your research. Don't sell yourself short. And remember that complete or near complete book sets or series can go for some good money. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.